and we are back. Good evening, or whatever time zone you happen to be in, everybody. I'm very happy to see everybody yet again. I missed you all while I was away. But we are finally back with more live streaming goodness. Hey Godzilla, what's good, bro? How you doing? How you been? Hope you had a nice holiday too. Hopefully you got a nice break from school and everything. Give me 1 second here. Gotta readjust the old microphone here. It's been a minute, you know. Pretty good. Good. I'm glad. Happy end of semester sprint, right? Good look, now that Thanksgiving's over. Oh no, not Trig. Oh my goodness. What a terrible thing to start so late into the semester. Oh my goodness, well, good luck with it, bro. Hey, listen. All you have to remember with Trig is that gosh darn unit circle. If they still teach that. I don't know. It's been like, what, 6 or 7 years since I last, had to learn Trig. I just remember the unit circle being key. I wish I had more advice for you than just that, but unfortunately I do not. But believe in yourself. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. We all believe in you. Give me 1 second here. I just realized that there are a couple of things out of alignment. See, this is what happens when you leave your stream alone for a while, for a little bit. Of course, man, of course. Always here to motivate and to encourage. I gotta update our sub goal here because that number is slightly inaccurate. There we go. Save that. Perfect. It should say 154 subscribers. So I actually gained 2 subscribers over my brief 2-week hiatus. So yeah, very cool, very good stuff there. We are still well on our way to achieving that 200 subscriber goal, which hopefully we will hit sometime in the near future. I will say though, I will be going on break again once Christmas time rolls around, just because I will be going back home to spend some time with my family, and I won't be able to bring all my streaming stuff with me, but we'll still have a good couple of weeks of hobby goodness before then. Hey Nikki, what's good, bro? Good to see you. How you been? Hope you are doing well, my man. Give me 1 second here. I just realized how did it let me close out of that? That is ridiculous. Hold on. Am I even still live? Good, man. Welcome back. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. There we go. Okay, whew, we are still live. Okay, gotcha. I somehow managed to close out my YouTube Studio tab, so I thought I had forced stream there for a second. I forgot to ask last time, but oh my goodness. What did I think of the Attack on Titan ending? They definitely better than reading it in the manga. I can see why people were upset about that ending, because I feel like reading that ending and watching that ending are two very, very different experiences. You know, as someone who's a big fan of Neon Genesis Evangelion, that ending to me was just like extremely reminiscent of Neon Genesis Evangelion. You know, a little abstract, kind of hard to tell what's going on unless you're paying like very close attention to like the dialogue. But no, I walked away feeling like I had a pretty good sense of what had happened. And like even like not everyone I was watching it with at the time like walked away with the same sense that I did, but then like slowly over time it seems like everyone sort of came to a general consensus about what actually happens in the ending, especially after like, you know, the anime YouTubers like came out with their own analyses and whatnot too. Overall it was an ending that I kind of saw coming. I saw one key aspect of that ending coming. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it made sense. I was like, yeah, this can really only end like this way. And the post and like the mid credits sequence too, I thought was really interesting as well. Yeah, it brought a little tear to my eye. Yeah, very safe, I'd say too. Yeah, it'd be like but honestly, like safe, I would use that word. I'd also use logical as well. Which honestly, you know, like logical, like I'll take logical any day, really. Like I won't complain about logical, really, for the most part, you know. But yeah, no, overall, I'm like, dang, I'm like, it's just like, shit, it's over now, you know. Like I said, it's like I started watching Attack on Titan when it first aired like 10 years ago, you know. So the fact that it's over now is yeah, that final fight, yeah, that final fight was pretty good. I agree that yeah, I really liked that final fight. I also really liked the entire, I don't know how to talk about this without spoiling it, but like the whole massive battle like on the back of the Founding Titan, that was pretty lit too. That had me on the edge of my seat, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, overall, and I'll say this too, I was one of those people who was originally not a big fan of Mappa's animation style. Like, I like Mappa's animation style in general. I just it took me a long time to come around to thinking that it worked for Attack on Titan specifically. But no, I thought the last episode looked gorgeous. I was like, dang, this looks amazing. And like the way, like, oh my god, like the environments just looked great. Like, you know, you're in the middle of an open field, like in the midst of the you know what, but like even so, like it just looked like really striking to me. It really left an impression on me. The animation for once left an impression on me that the rest of the final season just hadn't really up until this point. So yeah, I mean, I give that a 10 out of 10, honestly. I'm probably gonna start rewatching Attack on Titan here pretty soon, honestly, because this is one thing I wanted to say too. This is what I was blanking on before. I think of course I wish it had come out sooner just so I could have seen it, but like also like there was so much lore, there were so many key like callbacks to the lore of Attack on Titan that I had kind of forgotten about because it had been so long since like those episodes of the anime aired where like those revelations came to light. And so there were certain points, this is how the ending almost lost me, because there were like certain points where they're like, hey, look at like this image, remember this? I'm like, no, I don't remember this. Why is this important? But then like I afterward I like took a minute to reflect, and I was trying to like remember and recall everything. I was like, oh wait, that's from that, and like that's from that. I'm like, oh okay, cool. So I think and this goes for so many other shows too. I think once I have the opportunity to watch everything back concurrently with like, you know, without having to wait like over a year for the next part of it, I think it's going to feel even better to watch. And I probably won't be as even like, you know, I probably won't even be as remotely frustrated as I was when I like in those certain key moments of watching the finale live, pretty much as it aired, you know. So yeah, overall, loved it. Sad it's over, but happy because it happened. Anyway, you guys, tonight is a momentous occasion because tonight here on December 1st, 2023, we are starting a brand new army. Very exciting stuff. This is the first new army that I've worked on in a while. I've never worked on Death Guard before, but by popular demand from the poll we ran a while back, Death Guard shall be the next army that we work on for the next who knows how many months. Really looking forward to doing this army. I really like these models a lot. As I was like exploring and looking for units to purchase and everything, I just like fell in love with their aesthetic. I mean, I was in love with their aesthetic sort of before. I mean, that's why I put it up on the poll, right? But like, as I was like browsing like, you know, my local game stores and like, you know, eBay and stuff, looking for models to buy, I was like, wow, this is gonna be so much fun. It got me really excited to work on this army. So I'm really excited to be working on it with you guys. Tonight we are going to be working on the first parts of the combat patrol boxes. I got a single copy of it right here. Unlike my sister's army, I think the core of our Death Guard army is going to be built just from one of these, just because I do not want to build 60 Poxwalkers. That feels like way too many Poxwalkers. This box comes with 30 of them. I think 30 Poxwalkers is all I'll ever really need, especially because I think 30 is the maximum unit size of the Poxwalkers as well. So like I really don't need any more than that. But for tonight, we're going to focus on building the 7 Plague Marines. Mortarion went, good question, Godzilla Nuts. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to start off with the Plague Marines. Then we are going to do the we're going to do the Poxwalkers next. And then I have a copy of the Boarding Patrol for Death Guard as well. And out of that, I'll do the Death Shroud Bodyguard that came in that box as its own stream. And then I think we'll do a stream for the characters. So like I have, because I have the Combat Patrol and the Boarding Patrol, I have Typhus and the Biologus Putrefier, sorry. Typhus and a Biologus Putrefier and a Lord of Virulence as three of my characters. And then we will do the Plague Burst Crawler that I have. I have 1 Plague Burst Crawler right now. And then we'll do Mortarion. And somewhere in there, we'll figure out how to fit in the 1-fetid bloat drone I have as well. But Mortarion, just like Celestine was for my sisters, is going to be the finale of this army run, pretty much to sort of cap everything off, Or, I don't know, we'll see. We'll go with the flow. I am really excited to paint Mortarion, and I would love to save him for last, but that's probably months down the line when we'd even get through, half of what I even said. But we'll see what happens. So who knows what else I'll discover in the meantime too. But yeah, Mortarion will probably end up being toward the end of the queue, but we'll see. Maybe if I have a special enough occasion to paint him for, maybe we'll do him sooner. I'm planning on getting a Chaos Knight for my Death Guard. Ooh, very nice. Which Chaos Knight are you thinking of getting? Speaking of pure Chaos units for Death Guard, I've been thinking about getting a couple of Hellbrutes. I hear the Hellbrutes are actually really good for Death Guard right now, just because they can throw the new Contagion Wars at the enemy and sort of get the spread the sickness a little bit faster. I've seen them. I think they look pretty cool. The Desecrator, the Desecrator model. The Desecrator model is nice. I was with Ultra Lord over break. We were both home in Virginia, and he took me on a bit of a hobby shop crawl that Saturday for Small Business Saturday, and we went to this one store up in Maryland, and they had a whole discount table, and I think he picked up one of those off of the discount table. I picked up a lot of paint. I picked up a lot of paint, some of which is going to end up being used on this army project, which I'm very excited about. Let me see if I can fish some of it out right now. My favorite thing that I picked up, I'll take that out, why not? Where are my paints? Oh, here's one right here. Okay, cool, yeah. So, I don't know if you've heard of this brand called Turbo Dork, but they make these really cool pearlescent paints, pearlescent and metallic paints. You can see what it looks like right here on the label. I picked up a few of these. I'm really excited to give these a shot and try them out. Especially on the vehicles for this army too. I think this Lunar Eclipse and another one I picked up called Cool Ranch, which is a sort of really cool blue color, are going to work very nicely for this army run. What is my color scheme? Speaking of, thank you, Nikki, for the good question there. So my color scheme is going to be actually pretty straightforward. So I actually have a couple of the key colors out right now. Let me grab them so I can sort of illustrate what this is going to look like, what's going to go down here. I need magic blue. I thought I had you out, but you're not out here right now. Bees are... we'll grab Tidal Wave too. It's close enough. Pastel blue and silver is mine. Ooh, very nice, very nice. So basically, let me grab an orange. I need the orange too. Yeah, that's right. So where is the orange? Let's see. I sorted everything chromatically over here, so you would think that would make it easier to find, but apparently I moved a lot of things around, and so I'm having a bit of a hard time locating my paints. Oh. Is that Fire Giant? No. Nope. Here it is. Perfect. All right, cool. Here we go. So basically, our color scheme is going to consist of a bit of a bubblegummy vibe. So we got like a light blue, and we got a really hot pink right here. Vivid pink is what the bottom corner describes it as. We're gonna be using our Army Painter speed paints just because they're the ones I have the most colors of, and I like all these colors. And then we're gonna be doing, you know, some accents in like a bright orange, sort of yellowish sort of vibe as well. So basically we're going with like a pink, blue, orange color triad vibe. Somewhat reminiscent of my Silver Custodes, but a lot more saturated. So let me see if I can grab. It's too far away. But I've shown those on stream before. But so you kind of get what I'm picking up. But yeah, these are going to be the Bubblegum Death Guard, and I am very, very excited to bring them to life. Speaking of bringing them to life, let's unseal them from their box here and get this show on the road finally. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sincerely, like, y'all support means the world to me. It always makes me so happy to like tune in and just chill out here on stream with you guys, my fellow hobbyists. Absolutely love both your work too. Like, both of y'all like inspire me to just be better at painting all the time, and I really appreciate that. It's just like, it's so great to have y'all as community. In case I don't say it enough, I am very grateful for that. Which is fitting because Thanksgiving has just recently passed. What was I gonna say? Speaking of, I've been like following both y'all. Nikki, first of all, nice work on the photography, my man. Love the way your Caradons work. Look, oh my goodness. You're gonna be seeing Godzilla -1. I want to see it. If I have the time, I will go see it. I'm gonna be very busy, unfortunately, right up until my vacation. But hopefully I'll have the time to sneak away and go see Godzilla -1 because I really want to see it. And Godzilla, I was going to say, speaking of Mortarion from earlier, your Mortarion looks really nice, my guy. That looked so sick. I was like, dang. Loved the colors you threw on in there. I'm seeing it on Sunday. I've heard it's really good. Nice. Yeah, it looks really good too. I saw the trailer and it looked really fire. Speaking of trailers, did either of y'all see the trailer that just dropped? I think yesterday it just dropped for the Furiosa movie. I don't know if either of y'all saw Mad Max Fury Road, but I came close to painting Morty a few times but never bit the bullet. I see. Yeah, I honestly, like, at first, before I like finally like decided to bite the bullet myself, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna paint Death Guard because I knew if I painted Death Guard, I would eventually end up painting Mortarion, and I was like, shoot, am I even ready for that? But after everything I'd gone through with Celestine, I was like, you know what? We can do this. I believe in us. Let's do this. I saw it, I'll watch it, but I'm not a fan of prequels. Fair. I know how you feel about prequels. Personally, I'm a big George Miller fan. I think that Mad Max Fury Road and the first Happy Feet movies kind of hit or miss, but also it's always so funny whenever I remind people that George Miller directed both Happy Feet and Mad Max as well. Like, this man's resume is sort of all over the place. But I really liked the first Mad Max movie, so I'm gonna hold out for hope, you know. I'm choosing to remain cautiously optimistic, just because we've been on a pretty decent streak of like good movies this year. I feel like, I don't know. I'm trying to find the sprues. Happy Feet is a classic. Hey Flacco, what's good? You're just in time. I was just asking Godzilla Knit and Nikki if they had seen the Furiosa trailer, because that just dropped yesterday. How are you doing though, fam? Let's see, these are probably for Typhus and for the Biologus Putrefier, so we'll set those to the side for now. I don't need this box anymore, so we'll put this, I'll put that right there for the time being. Okay. So at first glance, it looks like all of our Plague Marines are probably going to be spread out across several sprues here, unfortunately, so gotta try and organize the workspace so that we can work pretty optimally. Yeah, I feel like he's earned a shot at watching the movie, but I really would have rather seen a new Mad Max. Yeah, I agree. I would have rather seen like a continuation rather than a prequel. Yeah, just because, I mean, like, we kind of got the conclusion of Furiosa's story I feel like it's not as important. I mean, look, I mean, Furiosa's a great character. I'm happy to see more of her, but like, it just feels weird that they would choose to go in that direction. But hey, if it does well, hopefully we'll get more Mad Max, right? Hopefully there's just more room for more Mad Max outside of this one prequel, right? Needless to say, I'm home now. Oh, you're home. Oh shoot, oh, I see, they moved the event to, damn. What the hell? How are they gonna move the event a whole 4 hours back? That's ridiculous. Dang, I'm sorry, you made it all the way out there, Chief. Shoot. And then for nothing, ultimately. Oh, I see, this is the Plague Champion. Okay, so let's see, where's Spruce C? Is that its own sprue? Is that its own sprue? No, it's not its own sprue. Okay, bro, I don't know. Yeah, that's really bad. Like, how are you gonna fuck up a time by a cool 4 hours? That's sprue D. Also sprue D. Where is sprue C? Where is sprue C? Well, I think all the parts are uniquely numbered anyway, so we just gotta find parts 118 and 117 here to get ourselves started. Whew. This is a lot of parts. I almost forgot. I completely forgotten what it was like to work with a box set of like multiple kits. Alright, well, it's definitely, these are all double-digit numbers, so it's definitely not going to be on this sprue, so we can put this one away safely. My friend texted me, you think they'll cast Mel Gibson to play the younger Tom Hardy in the prequel? Wait, what? Why would they cast Mel Gibson to play a younger version of Max? That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. But I get it though, because Mel Gibson was Max in the original Mad Max movie, so I get it. I see where the thought's coming from. Is your friend drunk? No, exactly. Like, what? Oh my god. Okay. C118 and 117. Oh wait, actually, duh. Look at the manual, Christian. I see. Okay, so we should have 3 D sprues, and we do. Okay, and then we have. Okay, we found it. Okay, so now I just need the parts. I just need the right parts. Okay, we found them right here. Here we go. Here we go. All right. And with this first cut, we begin our journey with the Death Guard. This one's being a little finicky. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. Is your friend drunk? Hopes. Nice. Okay. There we go. Boom. And now we need part 117, which is this body right here. Pull the camera out a little bit. Oh, that's as far out as the camera will go. Understood. I see where we stand now. All right. I forgot when we were building Celestine that I had to crack open a fresh bottle of plastic cement, so I'm very excited to see that we have that available to us right now. We need one of the 32mm bases. I'm guessing that's going to be one of these. That's in this pack, because this is the squad leader, the Plague Champion for the Marines, so... there we go. Yeah, these are 32mm, because there should be 7 of these, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. These are the only ones we need tonight then, because we are just focusing on the Plague Marines tonight anyway. I'm gonna put this right here for the time being. I'm not using Tamiya, no. I'm using Mr. Hobby. I'm using Mr. Hobby. So like a Tamiya style bottle, but different brand. I would use Tamiya if I could find it, but I can't find it anywhere in the city that I've looked, at least. I haven't checked like every possible location. There's probably one
that I missed it at, but this is what I just have available near me is this Mr. Hobby plastic cement, that and the Citadel stuff, which the Citadel stuff is trash, so like I don't want to use the Citadel stuff, but yeah. I like Mr. Hobby though, it works for me. It's what I started out using, so you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it's the same stuff. I was gonna ask, do you ever feel like it gets diluted with the plastic in the bottle? Actually, no, because the bottle's glass actually. So I don't really ever feel like it gets diluted really at all, which is really nice. Yeah, no, I don't really get that sense at all. I think that's one of the reasons why I like it so much is that like it stays pretty fresh all throughout. Like the one bottle I had before this, the one that this is a replacement for, it lasted me like 2 years. It literally lasted me 2 years. Like that last bottle I had was literally the first bottle of Mr. Hobby cement that I ever had. So I think that's a testament to the quality of the stuff right there, really. It's the fact that it lasted me that long, you know. I'm gonna clean off some mold lines here. See, that's the only mold line I can spot. And then there's there any on this leg? I don't really see any mold lines here. Okay, so we can combine these now. What is this saying? Okay, let's dry fit these for best fit. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. Whew. Smell that acetate. I feel like I'm putting a dirty brush back in the bottle too much. It's still good, but feels like I need more after a while. Not sure if I'm making sense. Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Oh. Duh, I'm so silly. I totally misunderstood your point before, Nikki. Yes, okay, so I know what you're saying. So like with every brush stroke, like when you're putting like a little, you're kind of dipping incidentally like a little bit of extra plastic from the mini back into the bottle. Yeah. You know, I'm not actually sure. I know, like, obviously as like the bottle got lower, I had a harder time accessing like the plastic cement that was in there, so I felt like I was like grabbing more. Because you know, it's funny how you meant, because like the more now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, actually maybe I do feel like after a while I started using like a little bit more than was like, you know, initially prescribed onto the model. But you know what though, I don't think it ever got that bad. I don't think it ever got so diluted to the point where like I needed to put like even more on there, but there was definitely like a slight shift. There definitely was like a very slight shift. Because like you said, like plastic from the model would get on the applicator and thus dilute the entire bottle, but very, very minimally though. Like a barely noticeable amount. Like I said, my old bottle lasted me like what, 2 years, so ultimately, there's that acetate smell. Missed it. But yeah. Who knows, maybe it should have lasted longer than 2 years. Maybe it didn't last long, like a super long time in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, it's not crazy bad. It's still way better than Citadel. Yeah. The Citadel bottles of plastic glue are trash. I tried using one because I borrowed some from a friend just to see what it was like, and it was very bad. It was bad. It got clogged. I had to like constantly stick a needle in there to unclog it. Like even mid-session, I was unclogging the bottle a bunch of times. That did not feel very good. Okay. What variations do we have for? Actually, I should look up the. Let me pull up the data sheets here for the Death Guard. Death Guard data sheets. Here we go. This will give me an idea of what weapon to equip the Plague Champion with. Characters, Plague Marines, here we go, perfect. The Plague Champion's Plague Bolt Gun can be replaced with a Plague Bolt Pistol, Plasma Gun, or Plasma Pistol. Plague Knives, one bubonic weapon, one heavy plague weapon. Okay. So... Okay. Okay. So I'll show y'all what I'm looking at right here. So let's see. So here's the data sheet for the Plague Marine. So it says the Plague Champion's weapons. Yeah, they have a ton of special weapons. Good lord. And I don't think the Combat Patrol Death Guard kit is actually. I don't think it's monopose. I don't think it's monopose actually. Is it monopose? No, it's not monopose. All the options are here, so I have my work cut out for me. Huzzah. It's nice though to have all the options. The one major drawback of the Sisters Combat Patrol box is everything in there is monopose, so your loadouts are locked, unfortunately. At least it comes with 2 Storm Bolters and 2 Flamers though for the Sister squad at least. Let's see. The Plague Champion's Plague Knives can be replaced with 1 bubonic weapon, 1 heavy plague weapon. So what are those? Let me go to the weapons index at the end, or is that the weapons index down there? No, that's the page for the Malignifier. Where's the weapons index? Is the weapons index in here? I thought there should have been like a heavy weapon, like a weapons index or something for the army toward the end. It doesn't matter. We'll just look at the stats on the whatchamacallit. I just wanted to see what the bubonic heavy melee weapons are. But I guess there's like the fist here. I see the knife. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm pretty much picking up what they got, like what they got going on here. I think I want let me switch back to the hobby cam. I think I want this variant, the blue variant. I want the blue variant for the Plague Champion because it's got like the power fist and it's got like the chest I like anyway, so I'll just go with that. I think. Yeah. Okay. So let's find the parts we need. We need C132. C132. That's the chest. Here it is right here. Yeah, I like this one with the mouth. I've been looking forward to painting this one. So we'll roll with this. Here we go. We'll just twist out that little bit. Boom. And then we need parts C135 and 134. $135 and 134. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Twist that out very simply, like that. Very gently. And here we have yet another thin tube part held together on the sprue with these thick-ass connecting points. If I'm not careful, I will cut the entire thing in half. Thanks, GW. Thanks, GW. Alright, let's clean these up a little bit. Hannah, brown cow. There we go. Oh, this guy's helmet's pretty sick. Ooh. I like the face on this guy. This is gonna be fun to paint. Building a metal lictor right now. Oh my god. Where'd you get that at? My friend gave it to me. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. That's lovely. Oh my god, speaking of, when I was on that trip with Ultra Lord, one of his like family and friends that was with us, he gave me a second castigator for free because he's a Sisters player too, and he was just like in his like his pile of shame puts mine to shame. But he gave me a second castigator. I was like, sweet, thank you. So I'm definitely gonna be building that up in my spare time off stream, so I can add it to my Sisters army potentially in the future. I'm excited because y'all know the castigator is my favorite Sisters tank, so I was very happy about that. I'll probably post my Metal Hive Tyrant too, and a few Metal Gargoyles and Zoanthropes. Nice! Hell yeah, please post those. Definitely looking forward to seeing your rendition of those. For sure, homie, for sure. Dubs to your friend, that's such a nice gift. Okay, we got plastic cement on our instruction manual, but that's okay. I'm probably not gonna, I probably can't turn this page. Actually, let me see, do I have any, I have some spare paper towel over here. Let me rub that out real quick. Wow, it actually took some of the ink off of the paper. That's crazy. Whew. Okay, how do we do this next? Okay, so I gotta assemble. I gotta put this together first before I put it on the head. Okay, cool. Or put it on the neck. Okay, fair enough. You know what, Nikki? I just had a thought about what we were talking about before with the plastic cement. And one thing I just now realized I had like clocked, but I kind of like forgot about while I was like going through my old bottles, that I did notice visually it was getting cloudier as time went on, which is probably a sign of what we were talking about before with like the plastic from the model getting into the bottle and sort of diluting everything. But it never got like super duper bad, but I definitely remember thinking like, huh, this bottle looks a bit cloudier than it used to. I hope that doesn't mean anything bad. So yeah, there's that too. Okay, where does this connect to? Perfect, right there. Okay, cool. So nice. Here we go. All right, so next thing we need is we need C123, and then we're gonna go with the plasma pistol variant, so we're gonna go with C133. Okay, C123 and C133. I love me a plasma pistol. Have not died to overcharge yet. Anytime I fired a plasma pistol. And I don't intend on ever doing so. $123, there you are. Test fit. There we go. Perfect. Don't need very much plastic cement for this much surface area. Want to make sure we're definitely using the appropriate amount here, not too much. Okay. Let that dry a little bit. I'll go and find some more parts in the meantime. Let's see, we need parts 124 and 127. Okay. Ooh, it's a little pauldron moment. I like that. Little side cape moment. Really like that. Always a fan of side capes. Yes, I did play a lot of Assassin's Creed back in the day. So much so that I even cosplayed as Ezio a couple of times back at conventions back in the day when I was in high school. That was really fun. I really enjoyed cosplaying Ezio. A lot of people were like, dang, you look so much like him, you know, like with my hair covered and everything, with just like my facial hair showing. I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. I've always wanted to do like an upgraded version of that cosplay at some point in the future. But first I kind of have to let myself get back into cosplaying to begin with. I don't know, it's just like one year I was at a convention, I just decided not to cosplay, and I was so comfortable. After like years of cosplaying, I was like, damn, you know, not cosplaying, especially in the summer, pretty comfortable. I don't know, but I do miss cosplaying though. I remember there used to be an Assassin's Creed back when like Assassin's Creed was more relevant at Otakon. Every year there was always an Assassin's Creed cosplayer meetup, and I would go to those, and we would all stand around. Well, actually, we wouldn't just stand around. We'd like walk around the convention center, singing all the sea shanties from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag together. That was a really fun time, and it was nice too, going like multiple years in a row and seeing like the same people and like catching up with them and whatnot. It was a solid group of people. The community is one of the things I loved most about cosplaying, more than wearing the actual costumes itself. Especially because again, I used to always go to conventions in the summer, and that heat was never a joke. Life-size Swarm Lord cosplay win. As soon as I can find another friend to stack on top of myself for extended periods of time, so we can actually meet the height requirement for the Swarm Lord life-size. Okay, where is the arm? Here we go, right here. It's only 20 feet. Yeah, only 20 feet. So that's what? 3.5 times my height? 3.5? Wait, 18. A little under 3.5 times my height? Easy. I got you, buddy. Thanks, Flacco. Thanks, Flacco. We'll schedule some practice time. We'll schedule some drills, some practice time. We gotta hit the gym, you know what I'm saying? I gotta hit the gym, more like. Yeah, it'll be good. We'll be fine. We'll be alright. We'll be cool. It'll be chill. We'll be alright. Alright, let's see about getting this arm on here. Dry fit is good. We are ready to insert. Here we go. Oh, come on, this literally was on so perfectly before. What happened? There we go. Perfect. All right, let's let that take hold. I really like these sculpts. It's so nice working with like a marine type unit for a change, because like, you know, the sisters, they're actually like, you know, they're much smaller than like a space marine or a plague marine. But I can tell this is actually gonna be like really fun and like probably much faster to paint than even my sister's models, just because they're larger. I've slowly begun discovering that larger models are actually easier, for at least for me personally, to paint than bigger models. I feel like it's easier to go faster. You know, it's easier to speed things along. How the heck does this go on here? Okay. Oh, I see. There are two. Or there should be two holding points. I see the one. And this attaches here. Oh, I see, okay. So this goes here, and this goes literally, okay, there's like the teeniest, tiniest hole right here, but it goes like right there, okay. Gotcha, okay, cool. Cool. go. That's definitely gonna have to sit for a little bit. It's a very fragile connection point. Another fragile connection point. Oh, GW, you love those, don't you? You know what? I think I am going to really quickly. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I guess I gotta go grab my fan really quickly. Alright, and we are back. I decided to just turn my fan on real quick just because I noticed the acetone scent was starting to get to me a little bit, so I was like, I should probably turn on a fan, have that running, get some ventilation going in here. Let's see now, which way is this supposed to go on exactly? Oh, I see. This is supposed to fit underneath this. Oh, I see. It's supposed to fit like right there on that corner. I see. Okay, so let's do this. Let's add a little bit of plastic cement right underneath there. Cool. Goes on like right there. It's okay if the fit's not perfect. Just has to get in there. And make just the slightest bit of contact. Perfect. Oh, I love the detail on the shoulder there. Oh, these guys are going to be so fun to paint. I'm already so excited about painting these guys, and we're nowhere near that yet. Okay, so now we need C125 and C136 for the power fist, okay? 25 and 36 plus 100. There we go, here's C136. There we go, and there's 125 right next door. Brilliant. There we go. Another reason why I'm really excited for this color scheme is that I think it's going to be a really fun one to play around with and, you know, try different variations of. Like, I think it's going to be a really fun one to... Ooh, excuse me. I think it's going to be a really fun one to, like, invert once we get to, like, more units. Like, I have another unit of Plague Marines to paint, after this one. I won't paint those on streams. I want to like be able to move on to like a different type of unit, just to sort of keep the ball rolling with the like army project at large. But like, you know, for example, if the primary color of this unit's going to be blue, then I'm going to make the primary color of the other unit like the pink. That's the secondary color of the first unit. You know, just literally invert the color scheme, just to have a little bit of extra flavor, a little bit of extra variety to the whole project. Hold on, that's a mold line. That's a pretty bad mold line. I want to scratch that out real quick. There we go. This alignment is weird because most of the arm is literally the fist right here. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. Which way is it turned? Hold on. So this is turned like that, then this should be turned like... I'm not trying to be too picky, I'm just trying to find the right way it's supposed to fit on here. Oh, I see, hold on. Yeah, okay, so it's like an open arm sort of thing, so... This is probably the right fit right here. It's a little confusing, but... I think I see the vision here. Oh! Oh, there it is right there. No, I got it. Okay, move it around till it feels like it's there. Yeah. You're right, Nikki, you're right. I see, so it's like a bit of a bend, a little bit of a scoop right here. It doesn't quite feel like it's there. It is definitely at an angle, but it's a much... Hey, Ultra Lord, what's good, bro? How you doing? I was just reminiscing about our brief, our day-long shopping excursion from the other day, right before you got on here. Talking about our spoils. How are you doing, big guy? Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, I agree. I appreciate the invite yet again, my guy. I was telling everyone about the Turbo Dork paints I picked up and how excited I am to use those on a project soon. Specifically this one. There we go. That's good. Cool. Ah. Of course, I really like the Turbo Dork paints for lenses and stuff. Yeah. And these guys with like their gas masks and everything, they're gonna have a lot of good opportunities for using those paints in that way for like marking lenses and stuff. How did thesis grinding end up going? I have a feeling this is not the way this is supposed to go on. Hold on. Let me think. This is supposed to connect. This is like a different tube. Oh, I see. That connects like right there. Okay, so we just need a little bit of plastic cement like right here. Yeah, there you go. That'll do. Oh yeah, perfect. That synced in there perfectly. Oh, I like that pose. It's nice and dynamic. I see, I definitely turned this fist around. Haha. Let's just turn that back around real quick while we have the opportunity to do so. Let's right this wrong. This is going well, but need to practice presenting some more. Word. How long do you get to present on it, and when's your presentation? When's your defense? There we go. It's funny how it definitely felt like it clicked in even when the fist was backwards, but this is definitely the way it's supposed to go on right here. That looks a lot more sensible. There we go. Perfect. How did my... Oh, that's what happened. I was like, I noticed my camera was in a weird place there. I was curious to know how that... Oh, and the pauldron popped off. Okay, we'll fix that in a little bit. I present on the 5th and it needs to be like 30 to 60 minutes. Oh, I see. Damn. Do you feel like you're like just able to hit the minimum, or do you feel like you need to cut it down? Or neither, you got it right where you need it to be. Arm is supposed to be up a little bit more. I'll easily hit the time. I think the issue is saying things clearly. It's really easy to lose yourself in the jargon. Word. That makes sense. Well, you got it, man. I know you're gonna do just fine. You're gonna do better than just fine. It's gonna be a fantastic defense. Be sure to keep us updated on how it goes once you do finally defend. Oh, I see. So that's why the... Aha. So that's why that wasn't going on the right way before. It's because the arm was turned the wrong way. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. You know, I always think that building is going to be like super duper quick. And every time I think that, I am proven wrong almost immediately. 122, 121. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. Both these parts are just right here. I don't want building to take up too much of our time, so whatever I don't finish building tonight, I will simply finish building offline. Just so we can get to the fun parts, which are, of course, the painting. And now I can actually show y'all how I Zenithal Prime live on stream now that I have my spray booth here, which is great. That's something I've always wanted to show off on stream, but didn't have the opportunity to do so until now. The Plague Marines, just the seven Plague Marines from the Combat Patrol box, Ultra Board. This is the Plague Champion, so the unit sergeant we're starting off with here. Nice, yeah, buddy. I'll show you the colors we're using in just a little bit, or sort of what the general idea is. They're not the exact colors. I have to sort of dig those out, but I grabbed like the approximations. I have one of the exact color, two of the exact colors, but I gotta grab the other ones out of my box. Okay, so 121. Like again, see, like this is what I'm talking about. Like, why is this pauldron, like seriously, why is this pauldron 2 parts? Like that's 2 halves of the same thing, y'all. Like this. This is the stuff I'm like, this is just silly. This right here is just freaking silly. Like, what was the need for this to be split into 2 parts exactly? Like, look at that. Like, look at that. I know, look, it probably has something to do with the way, like, the injection molding works or whatever. I don't care. I think it's silly that they took such a small part and split it in half like this. Like... Anyway. Why don't you suck it up, Buttercup? Baby, just let me know. Must be Alright, let that solidify. And then we'll go and find other parts in the meantime. Between time, if there are other parts for this guy, this might be the last bit. Let's see. Nope. Oh, of course we need his jump pack. Of course, yeah. Or yeah, we need his pack on the back. Yeah, so we need C19 and C120. C119 and C120. Here they are, right here. Perfect. Oh, this is going to be so much fun to paint. Oh, this is going to be so much fun to paint. I love all these little details. It's all so grotesque, my goodness. I love it. Boom. 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 There we go. If it wasn't in 2, then you'd only have 1, therefore less. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is a hilariously optimistic way of putting it. It always makes me nervous when I have to take the clippers to a piece just to clean it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, these connection points are pretty bulky. So that's why I didn't get them all off in one go. Let's take the X-Acto and clean this off. You know, I haven't bought it. I don't think I've ever purchased a new X-Acto blade. And this is my original X-Acto knife, which means that this blade is probably about 2 years old. I should probably look into getting a replacement X-Acto knife blade. I mean, it's still very effective. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I realize, like, I've been using it this whole time and I've had, like, no issues. But, like, I don't know. More veteran hobbyists in the chat, let me know if it should be replacement time for this blade or not. It's still working for me, so, like, I don't really feel the pressing need to, but maybe I err in not doing so. Okay. And then how does this go on? Back here. Perfect, okay. Perfect. I'd say you're fine. Okay, but yeah, like I said, I feel like it's fine. I didn't feel like I don't feel like I've lost any performance from it. Still feels like it cooperates with me. I buy those scalpel kits like $12 on Amazon. I just replaced it and bought it. And I bought it when I started 3 years ago. Okay, gotcha. So I got at least like 1 more good year with it. Sounds legit. Sounds legit. Sounds too legit to quit. Okay, hold on. Let me move these out of the way and flip this here. Boom. Okay, so I need to go back here now. So we need to first secure the cape to the inside of the pauldron. Let's see. How the heck is this supposed to go on? Oh, I see. I see. This one slides up the side. Yes. Yes. Okay. So it kind of just sits there. Okay, cool. So we just need to put a little bit right here, a little bit right there. Yeah, also, I also don't replace blades too much, only when I break them, which isn't too often. Okay, but good to know. I was gonna say, I feel like X-Acto knives are kind of like one of those evergreen products that, you know, if you take good care of it, it lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those like classic, like, you know, old standbys that, you know, are supposed to last like an eternity. Kind of like, you know, one of those things where, you know, that would compel someone to say, like, gosh, they just don't make them like they used to anymore. Because X-Acto is just one of those brands, you know. Okay, give that a little second to dry. Now let's examine how this is supposed to go on. Okay, it looks like it sits pretty simply on top of the shoulder, like that. Okay. I don't want to apply it to the pauldron because the pauldron itself has a seam in it where I just secured everything. Oh, I see, these are two halves of the same cape. Maybe. Oh, I should have waited for that to dry. Whoopsies. Uh-oh, that's way too much plastic cement. I need to wipe that a little bit off that I just got on the instruction manual too before I close it and then seal these pages forever. Could you imagine if I actually managed to do that? That'd be kind of hilarious. And I have to look up like a PDF of the manual just to get the instructions back. Paper towel, where are you? There you are. Let's pick this up right now. Did I say acetate earlier when I was describing the smell of the the smell of the plastic cement? I totally meant to say acetone, not acetate. Acetate is a completely different chemical. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. Just make sure that stays on nice and solidly. Perfect. Just wait for that to dry off a little bit. I gotta remember to take a stretch break and also a hydration break. Cause what the fuck did I just knock down? Okay, nothing important. Alright, cool. A little bit of a hydration break too. Oh shit. We're good. We didn't spill anything. Whew. I'll also take a minute to say, once again, thank y'all so much for tuning into stream tonight. Don't forget to leave a like while you're watching too, because of course that always goes a long way in helping out the channel. And for those of you who might be new here and lurking in the background, hey, how's it going? Welcome in. So glad you're here. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you know exactly when we go live every Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys for your support. Okay, this looks more or less like it should be ready now. Ready to glue, ready to goo. Ooh, excuse me. Wow, amazing how waiting for stuff to dry just makes everything so much easier. Isn't that something, y'all? Ain't that something? Now, are these supposed to overlap, or are they supposed to... Let's see, do I have an illustration here of this? There's no good illustration of this. I can't tell if these are supposed to overlap, or if they're fine just being kind of separate like this. These two parts of the... appear to be the same part of the same cape, but hold on. Oh, yep, no, they're supposed to overlap. Yep, I can see the little gap right there, so I need to put a little bit of plastic cement on there. Yep, there is a connection point right here, so we're gonna put that right there. And I somehow took the whole arm off with me in the process. Great. Let's get that back on there. Get that off my fingers. Interesting way this has to bend. Interesting way. Very interesting way this has to bend. Okay. If I can just get like all the contact points touching each other, I think we're good to just leave this and let it solidify onto the model. I won't be too picky with this. But that looks pretty good though. Nice. Oh, this model's gonna... I can tell this model's gonna be so much fun to paint. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I love the detail on him. This is the exact model I think I looked at when I initially started to think about like what army I was gonna do next. I was like, dang, wait, this would be so much fun to paint. I really like this. These spike... I know exactly what this is going to look like, you guys. You guys. This is gonna be really freaking fun. I am so excited. I am very excited. Okay. Oh, I forgot the pack. Ha, silly me. Oh, you know what? That's nice actually, because that'll also cover up the seam right here that I couldn't quite get to seal perfectly, which is great. We love freebies. We take those. We take those. We take those. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. I don't want to close my eyes. Any of y'all see the movie Armageddon? I feel like everyone here has seen Armageddon at least once. The Michael Bay joint with Bruce Willis and Liv Tyler in it. And I think Ben Affleck too, if I remember correctly? I gotta go back and look at the cast list. Because I remember thinking to myself, like, that's an actor who I've never seen that young in a movie before. Pretty sure I saw that when I was a kid. Yeah. I guess you would, yeah. You would have, yeah. Get in 1998. What if I told you I have it? Really, Connor? Really? That surprises me. I was surprised. I feel like yeah, in theaters as a kid. I was picking up what you were throwing out, Nikki. Yeah. Dang. I'm surprised, Ultra Lord. I feel like you definitely would have. I felt like you would have seen this movie. Interesting. Well, yeah, that was Ben Affleck. He did Ben Affleck. Oh my God, I cannot speak tonight. Yeah, that was Ben Affleck. That was indeed Ben Affleck. Wow, this movie is holding strong at a very respectable 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Respect. I don't wanna close my eyes. They played that song so much in that movie. Dare I say they overused it. But let me tell you something, though. If there is one thing I really enjoyed about Michael Bay joints back in the day, especially like the Transformers movies, especially like the first 3 of them, it was the use of like licensed music. The ending is very sad, I agree, but like they kind of not nurture them. What am I saying? They kind of like ease the pain with the use of that song. I remember being a little boy in the theater, hella crying. Damn. Honestly, though, I get it though. Yeah, it's so cheesy, but like, I mean, look, that's what movies do to us. They make us feel things, you know. Hey, just because it might be cheesy, as long as it makes you feel something, you know, that's all that matters at the end of the day. I mean, look, when I was like a little kid, right? We had High School Musical come out when I was the 3rd movie of that trilogy came out when I was like 8 years old. I'm like 99% positive. I am 99% positive that was the first movie I ever cried to. And that movie is so freaking cheesy, of course, because it's a Disney movie, right? But like at the same time, though, like it meant something to me. It meant a lot to me back then, you know. So yeah. Okay, what am I looking for here? Plague Marine 1. Oh, that's the pink variation. Okay, never mind. Okay, we don't want that. We do want this one, though. Number 5. Plague Marine number 2. Okay. Are any of the parts on this sprue? I do not think they do be. New Chimera lore just dropped. No, literally. I was obsessed with those movies as a kid. What can I say? I used to know all the songs. I even knew some of the choreography too. That's how I knew I wanted to be an actor. I guess you could say. No, that wasn't how I knew I wanted to be an actor. There was something else. That's a story for another day. Where the fuck is this part? 22, 24. C22. Okay, this is probably... No, this is a D sprue. I'm so silly. Is this a D sprue too? Yes, it is. We can eliminate that one. And this is probably the last D sprue. Yes, it is. I remember very vividly taking a girl to see The Notebook and crying at the ending. I remember feeling so relieved at seeing all the other dudes in the seats behind me in the same situation. Damn. You know, I've never seen The Notebook. I've actually never seen The Notebook. That's one of those like, you know, seminal classics that literally everyone has seen except for me. I have not seen The Notebook. I just know my boy Ryan Gosling's in it. That man has so much range. If I ever had like an acting career shaped sort of like his, where he gets to do like cool stuff like Blade Runner 2049, but also like shit like The Notebook 2, I'd be like, you know what, that's a pretty solid career shape right there, honestly. Yeah, that's the only reason you'd see it now. Yeah, it's definitely, I feel like it's definitely like a product of its time, but like it's also like many other classics. I mean, that's true of pretty much every other like movie people define as a classic. You know, it's a product of its time. It's about part of what makes it classic, I'd argue. I wonder where I could watch it. It's probably like on Amazon Prime or something, at least. Maybe HBO. I don't know, y'all, the streaming services, they've been kind of pissing me off lately. All these price increases, and for what? And for what? Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Sorry, wait. I gotta move my window because it is cut off. Monarch Legacy of Monsters has been pretty good. Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's like the docu series that's on Netflix, right? About like Godzilla and everything. I haven't been able to watch Netflix in forever because I still don't have my own account yet. Ever since they did, like, you know, started clamping down on password sharing, I haven't really been watching anything on Netflix, really. Because I can no longer have access to my parents' account. I still think that was such a bitch-ass move. It's on Apple Plus. It's on Apple TV Plus. Okay, gotcha. I do not have Apple TV, but I probably know someone who does. I'll ask around for a password so I can check it out. I've always wanted to watch. I want to watch that, and I want to watch Severance on Apple TV Plus. I've heard it's really good. I've heard Severance is really good. That got really good reviews from pretty much everyone I know who's seen it. And I know some really picky some really picky like TV watchers, you know. So yeah. Let's see, now we need part C10, okay. Okay, this Space Marine's been a little bit easier to build. It's a little less complex than the Plague Champion, which is nice. Also, speaking of streaming though, I did, right before I lost access to Netflix, finish Castlevania Nocturne. Great show, 10 out of 10. That production company needs to do like every video game adaptation from now until the end of time. I'm not even kidding. Like, they did it again. At first, I was skeptical, because I mean, I liked the original Castlevania series, but like, you know, I was like, oh, is lightning gonna strike twice? Yes. The answer is yes. It is. It did. I'm so happy it did. Alucard returns. Hell fucking yeah. That is the man, the myth, the legend himself. Yeah, what a great series. They honestly did such a fantastic job with that. Okay, now we can just go ahead and stick this on, and then we apply this to the base. Just gonna hold this down, and like so. Hold it by the leg that I didn't have to attach, that way that won't snap. The one I did have to attach won't snap off. Big brain move, big brain things. There we go. And while that is solidifying, we will go ahead and find our next parts. Okay, so this is another model with variable weapons. Oh my god, you are not kidding, Godzilla. These guys really do have like a gajillion weapons. Okay. So it looks like they, oh, I see. And you know what's funny? They actually have fewer, because I remember in 9th edition they had like a whole list of like different melee weapons and stuff. This is the, oh, this one's the icon bearer, or what would have been the icon bearer in 9th edition. I don't think the icon even is a thing anymore. It doesn't seem like the icon's even a thing anymore. They have like 8 different, yeah, exactly. They have like 8 different options. Let's see, I'm looking at the data sheet right now. Max unit composition is 10 now. That's good. Let's see. Bubonic weapons, blight launcher, plague spewer, melta, plague belcher, plasma gun. Okay, I'm guessing the plague belcher must be like their version of the flamer. Yeah, because the plague spewer and the plague belcher have their 12 inches, anti-infantry, ignores cover, torrent. Yeah, they got torrent. So okay, yeah, these are the flamers. Okay, definitely gonna want to put those on then if that's the case. Yeah, attacks, d6 attacks, ballistic seal not applicable, yeah, strength 5, AP -1, 1 damage. The icon could just be some war gear that they get automatically, that's how it works for Rubrics, yeah. You're right, it could be, but it doesn't seem, there's no mention of it anywhere on here. While this unit is within range of an objective marking control, each time you take a battle shock test for this unit, add 1 to that test. I can see why people were complaining about this, because this ability makes no sense. While this unit is within range of an objective marker, each time you take a battle shock test to the unit, add 1. Yeah, that's cool and all, but also the army has sticky objectives, so like why would they be near an objective? Like, what's up with that? What's going on there? You know? Anyway, yeah, I see no mention of the icon, but it's okay. I think I want to build it with the I might as well build it with the plague knives anyway, since I do have that as the other option for it, and I did want to do the plague knives. As someone who has never played full 40k, how important would you say is what you see is what you get? 90% of the time, not important at all. Whenever I go to play with like my gaming group, usually as long as like you're honest and consistent about what your intentions are for your weaponry, people don't really care up to a certain point. You know, if it's something as simple as saying like, hey, my comba flamer is actually like a comba melta, that's like fine, right? Whereas I wouldn't take like my squad of like, unless my opponent was like super chill, I wouldn't take like my my squad of 4 heavy flamer retributors and say they're multi meltas instead. Just because like that's such an obvious like escalation of power, because the meltas are just the superior option for retributors anyway most of the time. Like I wouldn't go that far, but like you know, if I want to say like something like yeah, like what I said before, it's like, oh, by the way, like my comba flamer is actually a comba melta, because like the barrels are so like the different barrel options are like so small, it's like kind of hard to notice the difference. Yeah, it's like, so yeah, most of the time in most casual settings your opponent will be super chill as long as you're not like, you know, being outrageous with it. But in competitive settings I believe it is like pretty strict, right, Ultra Lord? You know, because you've been to tournaments, you've been to more tournaments than I have, which is to say you've been to any. I've been to no like formal tournaments. Yeah, it is a whole different unit. Yeah, it is a whole different unit. The icon bearer is an entirely different unit. It's completely changed. Yeah, they basically wrote it out. Okay, we need C4 and then C2 and C15. Okay, here's C2. Another key factor that, you know, plays into whether how like accepting of your your need to like sort of like to hand wave like different loadout options is the sort of the magnetize, in my observation, the magnetizability of the unit kind of matters. So like if your opponent like sees your unit and understands like, oh yeah, no, like it's unreasonable to have expected you to magnetize like, you know, this tiny little infantry unit, then that's one thing. But if it's like something like a chaos or imperial knight, we're like, oh yeah, you probably could have gotten away with like magnetizing this instead of like asking to use a different weapon instead. That's something else too, because, you know, everyone's got a general understanding like the sort of practicality of the hobby and whatnot, and like the difficulty level of these sorts of things, you know. Yeah, there's levels to what you see, what you get, and it really depends on your opponent. Just make sure you discuss your list and any proxies or stuff beforehand if you're worried. Yeah, exactly. Generally where people start to get like a bit wary of like people who aren't strictly following what you see is what you get is when you say something is one thing and then later on you quote unquote forget that it's actually that thing and you act like it's something else instead. As long like I said, as long as you're communicating and you're consistent, then you will be okay. You will be okay. What's nice is that we're all sort of united in the struggle of the hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not only the building and the painting, but also the acquisition of models, right? So, you know, generally, I feel like that, you know, that generates a lot of empathy from other players whenever you're like, hey, is it okay if like my combo flamer is a combo melta instead? You know, so it's something that you really don't want to take advantage of at the table. Because actually, this is one of the things I actually love about playing mini war games, and especially Warhammer 40k in general. Sportsmanship is so huge. Like, it is so huge. Like, everyone I know from like from the group I play with is like really big into like the sportsmanship, which is why, you know, even though like I have a full on like 1-in-18 win-loss record, I can't say that I've never had fun playing 40k, because everyone was just such a good sport. Even when I get like steamrolled, like the time I played the one Word Bearers player last year, this guy named Sam, whew, I got my ass beat, but it's okay though. I had a good time. Can't complain. Okay, how's this supposed to go on? Okay, arms down. Cool. Okay. I usually start my games by briefly running through each of my units and any warrior options that aren't obvious. Yeah, that's what I do too. Speaking of knights, I'm just going to give mine a bunch of extra fleshy arms for all the weapon options. Ah, good stuff. Have I had a bad experience yet? Bad experience. So, in my mind, what constitutes a bad experience with Warhammer 40k? I might have just answered your question, but to sort of, I guess, elaborate on it, what I constitute as a bad experience of 40k isn't, it has more to do with, like, you know, the opponent. It has everything to do with the opponent. Like, I'd say a bad experience of 40k constitutes like an opponent who's like a poor sport, someone who's like trying to rush you, especially if you're like a newer player, someone who gets like mad when like you kill their unit or whatever, someone who you know, who tries to cheat, stuff like that. Generally, like when your opponent's a poor sport, I think that's like the one thing. Like, getting my ass handed to me, like, whatever, fine. I'm bad at the game. I haven't been playing it for very long. Most people who play 40k today are like veterans of the game. That's to be expected. Fine, whatever. But if you're gonna be a poor sport about it, like if you're gonna be a sore winner or a sore loser, like, yeah, that's terrible. But no, I would say, so with that criteria in place, I'd say no, I would not say I've had a bad experience, thankfully, yet. Now, granted, I have not done much playing. I haven't really played a game since like 10th edition launched, because I've been so busy with like the painting, as y'all have seen. But so, like, you know, my sample size is pretty small. But maybe Ultralord and Godzilla maybe y'all have some stories to share of bad experiences you've had, if you're willing to. I think, Ultralord, you were telling me about Nova the other day, that Nova was kind of like a bit of a weird experience for you. For you and your brother. Is that in? That's not in. That's definitely in. There we go. Perfect. Okay. This arm kind of goes inward like that. Okay, cool. Everyone I've played has been pretty chill. That's good. That's good, Godzone, and I'm glad. You also have like you and your like actual friends. You all play together, right? Because like, you got together for your birthday a while back and all played together. I remember you telling us, right? So that definitely probably helps to maintain like a nice, enjoyable play environment, right? Which is great. Ultralord and I, we kind of want to sucker the rest of our friends into, right? Because oh yeah, there you go. You say like mostly because I only play with people I've known before. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, which is great. Ultralord says bad games are usually against bad opponents, and by that I mean people people who have poor social skills and such. Yeah, we didn't play at Nova, but I did have a rough experience at a tournament. That's right, you did. Yeah, sorry, y'all just shopped at Nova. That's right, you did not play at Nova, but you had a bad experience. Oh, right. Was this the dude who was trying to call the clock on you? No. That's not what had happened. The details of your story are leaving my mind right now. I'm just trying to focus on getting this arm secured in here. Oh, I see. The blades turn more inward, so I need a... I see. Ooh, I don't know if I like it going across the body like that though, because I kind of don't want it in the way of... See if I can like turn it upward a little bit, get away with that. There we go, kind of oppose it a little bit. There we go. Godzone says, go on, Ultralord, you were saying about your experience. Let's see. Oh, we have different head options here, that's nice. Okay. I like head option C16. So let me go and find that one real quick. That's 19, 18, 16. Here we go. It wasn't 40k, but basically I didn't know how that store played terrain, and my army relied on having terrain for cover. Ah, I see. Damn. So wait, so like how did I didn't know that was a thing that like different stores that do differently. So like how would you describe the way that this store in particular like play terrain? Do you mean like they just didn't have like a lot of terrain? Like the store's terrain pool's like pretty sparse? Because that happened to me too when I used to go play at the Warhammer store on H Street, which is where I got like my first like few real games after like my training games with you, Ultralord, in. My army was like, looking back, I realized that I did not have nearly as much cover as I should have available to me in those games, and that's a big reason why I like got my ass handed to me in those early games, which is something that I couldn't have really known at the time because I didn't really have like a standard to really like judge it off of. But ever since I've learned that yeah, no, those tables were just sparse as hell. And I kind of got screwed over. Not intentionally, of course. It's not like my opponents were trying to like set me up for failure. Of course not. It's just that the store itself did not have, ironically enough, the Warhammer store did not have a lot of terrain available for us to use. And my opponent's armies were all way more shooty than mine. Or they were more resilient than mine, and they were able to get in with, within close range and melee me to death. Which was not fun. So I had all my tanks on a hill, and I was used to playing the hills like a template where if you were on it, you get cover no matter what. Oh, I see. But they were like, no, you can't do that. I'm guessing. Was this with, I forget the name of the game. This is like the game you painted that Switzerland army for, right? store I play at has a whole room filled with boxes of terrain. Oh, that's nice. That is very nice. Yeah, well, with my gaming group, we all have like a community pool of terrain pieces that people donate to, which is really nice. The store played it where if your tank was on the front half of the hill from where you were getting shot from, then you lost cover. Ah, I see, I see. And like 30 play mats. Ooh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, my gaming group and I were very lucky because the store manager for the store we play at is also a part of our group, and like he's really into like wargaming and everything. So like we actually convinced him, like when we had like a conversation in our Discord like ages ago, where we were like talking about like what we would all need, you know, in order to be able to like play, you know, all of our games pretty successfully. And he managed to like get like his boss to order a couple of like the frontline gaming like wargaming tables, so that we could actually have like an appropriate amount of play space, which was really nice. Godzilla in it, I'm dead. Let's see, this is C20, this one goes on the left shoulder. Okay. And yeah, I was using my Swedes, not Switzerland, Sweden. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I get those mixed up all the time. Their S tank does this funny thing where their only barrel can be where only their barrel can be seen from behind the hills, so they get special rules. Oh, interesting. I see. Interesting. Alright, nice. That's another plate marine complete. Ooh, this guy looks great. Yeah, painting these guys is going to be really, really fun. They're a great size, too. Might catch the end of the stream. Gotta bounce now. Thanks for the chat. Thank you for the chat, Nikki. Appreciate you stopping by, man. And have a good night in case I don't see you before stream ends. And if I do, I'll catch you later. Peace out, Chief. Alright, yeah, terrain is huge for 40k in all games, really. It can totally change how the game turns out. Yeah. Like, I remember one of the other times I got, like, totally smacked around by an opponent was in my first ever game against AdMech, and this was a 9th edition game. So this is back when AdMech were actually, like, a threat. Kind of, sort of, in a way, in a sense. And what had happened with me was we didn't have a lot of terrain on the table, and basically there was just these like huge ass firing lanes available to my opponent, and I think he had like 40 Skitari on the table, and he just turn one without even needing to really move his guys, he just like shot me from downrange. He got first turn, and I lost like a third of my army in the first round of shooting. It did not feel good. It did not feel good. That was the game that taught me the importance of terrain. That was like the last game I played before I realized, like, oh wait, yeah, terrain is like actually really, really important. Like having a decent amount of it, I mean. Of course terrain's important to the game, but like, you know what I mean. Just how important it is didn't dawn on me until that moment. C80, okay. is this supposed to go on? Oh, I see. He's a bit of wider stance. Okay. So this is supposed to go on kind of like... I should have dry fitted this. I thought it was going to be a lot more straightforward than it actually turned out to be. There we go. Just had to look at it from a different perspective. Okay, C85 and 84. Where are those? Here we go. Here's the packet, part 84, and there's the Nurgle insignia at part 85. There we go. This one required a little bit of extra TLC to clean up. There we go. Okay, so then how is this supposed to attach now? We have this. That's the outside. Instruction manual unclear. This makes it look like there's supposed to be some sort of socket this should have gone into. Oh, I guess... Is that what they meant right here? No, this can't be it. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. I guess this is supposed to just stick right there, yeah? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's just supposed to stick right there at the top. Kind of wish the point were a bit more secure, but that's okay. It just means I gotta clean this off a lot better. If it's a little crooked, that's okay. I feel like that's fitted. The nice thing about painting and building Death Guard is that they're supposed to be all like gross and shit, so it's like, you know, any sort of perceived cosmetic errors are actually just features when you think about it. Because this is Death Guard we're talking about here. Look, your paint's not thin enough and it's a little goopy. Fuck it, it's Death Guard. You bend a piece out of shape, fuck it, it's Death Guard, you know? That's one of the nice things about painting Death Guard, is that you got a lot of wiggle room for error. Because at the end of the day, it can all just be interpreted as more Nurgly goodness. Therefore, be bold, Death Guard painters and builders alike. Papa Nurgle bless. Let's see. Ooh, okay. We got a couple of weapon options here. Let's see. We have more melee weapons. I've always heard that the Death Guard are generally the Death Guard are generally better at their melee than their shooting. Let's see. So this is either. Which weapon is that? It looks like a bolter of sorts. So I'm guessing this just must be like the bolter. Let's see. For every 5 models, 1 Plague Marine can replace on 1 Blight Launcher, 1 Plague Spewer, blah blah blah. Demonic weapons. For every 5 models, up to 2 Plague Marines can each have their Plague Bolt gun replaced with 1 heavy Plague weapon. But I guess it doesn't really matter like which one is which now at this point, right? Because it kind of folded everything into the yeah, okay. You know what, that'll be a thing we pay attention to for list building purposes later on. For now, I won't worry too much about getting like the exact right. I think this can still be the melee option because we only got one with the melee option right now, so that's fine. One non-champion Marine with the yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So we need C91 and 92 for the X. C91 and 92, and then we also need part 93 and 94. Okay, here we go. We got everything right here. That's 93. We need arm piece number 94 to go with the. And then we need part 91. And part 92 for the other side. Clean these. Does that look right? Yep, that's right. It's got the flail turned out, so that's good. Okay. Oh look, another piece I should have dry fitted first before. Where are my tweezers? Oh, there they are. I also kind of goofed up the wrist joint, or the elbow joint too. I scooched that out of position by mistake, so I gotta really quickly re-glue this part. That was probably way too much. Yep, that was way too much because it fell right off. That's okay though. Just get it back on there with a gentle amount of pressure. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, now let's do the other side real quick, and this one I will dry fit. Looks like the whatchamacallit is just facing down. The axe is facing down, right? Yeah. It's like down to his side. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. God damn it. Hold on. There we go. Shit. Oh, I see there's a little connection point on the chest too, so that'll be good for guiding my hand here. Aha. There we go. There we go. That is most definitely the proper alignment. Wait. Could be a bit more perfectly aligned though. That ought to do. Perfect. Okay. What's next? More pauldron action, I'm guessing, yes? Yes. At least these pauldrons are all one piece, so I don't have to worry about assembling those. Anything silly like that. Let's see. I like helmet option C90. Oh, hey Phoebe, what's up? Good to see you, fam. How you doing? Let's see. Here's option C90 right here. Oh, yeah, that's a nice helmet. I like that helmet. We'll use this one. I like the helmets with horns. Let's see. And I was wrong. This pauldron's actually in multiple parts. It's not that many though. But we are going to have to do some slight assembly. Yay. Alright, that's fine. Some slight additional assembly. Some slight sub-assembly I made. Boom. There we go. Now I gotta hunt for that tiny ass horn that's supposed to go here too. Well, I found part C81 though on the way, so we'll just grab that real quick as well. Boom. Okay. And now, where is this really tiny horn? Here it is, right here. I should probably not cut this, but I'll chance it just in case. This is probably better for cleaning purposes. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Got it. Whew, that one was a little dicey. It's all good though. Okay. So let's assemble this horn action real quick. Make sure this piece looks clean enough to secure. Needs the slightest bit of cleaning real quick. There we go. And the curve faces inward. Okay, cool. It's got its own little slot right here on the side. You can do with less plastic cement. There we go. Uh-oh. Ooh. Slippery little guy, aren't you? That's okay though. Alright, as long as I leave that... What I was about to say, that as long as I leave that alone, it should be fine. Nope. I might need to rehydrate that. Okay. There we go. I might try just readjusting it with my tweezers instead of my big ass thumb next. There we go. Alright, we're just gonna leave that go. That actually doesn't need any adjustment. We dropped it in there perfectly the first time. That time. Where's my X-Acto? Gotta clean this part up a little bit though. Just a little bit. Nothing too major. I do want my smelly boys to be relatively clean. I know I said all that earlier about how like, oh, it's Death Guard, you can get away with everything looking kind of messy. I do want them to be a little neat, you know what I'm saying? I do want them to meet a certain baseline standard of neatness, so we will aim for that, but we will not put too much pressure on ourselves to do anything more. We still have many miles to go before these boyos are done. So we gotta pace ourselves before we erase ourselves. Okay, and this guy's facing to his right, so the head should just click into place. Turning to the right, and boom, there it is. And that is one more Plague Marine, whose construction is now complete. That is 3 out of 7 done. Probably going to manage to get only one more done, maybe 2 for being optimistic before stream ends. Okay. Just looking for the next. Where did I put that? Number 20. Oh, it's over here. Right. Is this it? There are so many sprues to keep track of. Yeah, this is it right here. Perfect. Okay, cool. Moving on. Parts 23 and 25. Oh my god. I just caught my X-Acto knife between my thighs. But on the handle, thankfully, not the blade. Whew. I have the reflexes of a cat. I have the reflexes of a Sumatran tiger. Anyway. I hope Sumatran tigers haven't gone extinct yet. Oh, they haven't gone extinct at all, rather, is what I should say. Tigers are my favorite animal. And they are all very endangered, unfortunately. Which makes me sad. But I've heard that certain tiger populations around the world have been recovering lately, so that's good. Okay. Boom, and then we need part C11. Okay, perfect. There we go. Looks pretty clean to me otherwise. This is a very annoying mold line right here because it's between all the spikes, but I will get it because this one's a little too conspicuous for my liking. I'll just do what I can here. Scrape it out. Can't get a lot of leverage because it's between the spikes, but that's okay. Do these... Is this clean enough? Is this clean enough? Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. There we go. Just had to... Oh, what the hell? Oh, don't do that. There we go. The tabard there was just sort of getting in the way. But it's actually a perfect fit. Nice! Okay. So then we put the pack on here. Okay. That should stay. That should stay. It's not quite staying. Hold on. There we go. We can go ahead and plop that on the base now. Just hold it down right there, but not too aggressively because we don't want the other leg that we had to attach to come off. Let's see. Hold on. I broke off the other leg. I gotta... It's very subtle, but I did manage to break it off. I could feel it sliding around, so I just want to reattach that real quick. There we go. We also need to reattach the pack, too. I did not let that dry enough. Hold on. I'm starting to rush because I know I'm almost out of time here, and I want to get to at least one more Plague Marine, get 5 of them done. That way I only have a couple to do off stream. But I ought not to rush myself. After all, I make the rules here. After all, I do be making the rules here, though. We just need to apply the slightest bit of gentle pressure to secure the feet. There we go. Why do you have to be? Why did the back foot have to be the one where he's on his toes? That's why I was having such a hard time with it before. Okay, loadout options. We have a flail, and we have, I'm guessing that's just the bolt pistol knife combo. Can I build it with the flail? Will the rules let me do that? Will the rules let me do that? The Plague Champions, blah, blah, blah. For every 5 models, 1 Plague Marine. So 1 Plague Marine can have the Blight Launcher, 1 can have the Plague Spewer, 1 can have the Melta Plasma or Bolt Gun, and 2 can have bubotic weapons, and 1 can have a heavy plague weapon. So this must be another bubotic weapons one. Okay, cool. So what that means is we need the flail. I'll build the flail. The flail looks cool. At the end of the day, I'm here to do what looks coolest. So where are the parts? Here we go. Here's part 14. How am I going to cut that out? Okay, should be pretty straightforward actually. Boom. Boom. And boom. Uh-oh. There we go. Boom. Okay. And then boom. 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 And then we need part 13, which is the last little ball. Wait, what? Oh, that is it. Okay, cool. It looks longer in the on the sprue than it does in the picture, so I was confused. Didn't look like it was the same piece, so there we go. I got confused. Let's clean these up. Ouch. Got a bit of a paper cut on my thumb. Great way to discover that. Great way to discover that. Perfect, okay. Are the balls and chain clean here? Let's find out. No, they're not. Boom. Boom. Oh, almost broke the horn there. Okay. Where the hell is this supposed to connect? Here? Time for a dry fitting. Oh, oh, it's a peg. Thank goodness it's a peg. That makes my life so much easier, because that means this connection is about to be hella secure and everything too. Which I love. Oh, and it's also a two-handed weapon. So that means both shoulders are gonna go on at the same time. I love that. I love that. I'm so happy I chose this loadout option. Okay. And that's the one we just attached, and that means these should be turned this way, and that should be turned inward like that. Perfect, okay. Woo! Nice, okay. Gotta just gently coax that onto there. Perfection. Alright, and now all we have to do is secure. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I've been wishing for from so many other factions weapons, like factions of weapons where they're two-handed. Like when I was building Sisters, oh my god, the Retributors, when they're like the ones that two-hand their heavy weapons and stuff, those were such a pain in the ass to build. And it's because I had to like glue like, it was like 4 different parts just to glue like one two-handed weapon. Not 4, it was like 6 different parts to glue one two-handed weapon, but this was like 3. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate how both arms are already holding the weapon, as opposed to having to like glue on one arm, then glue on the arm with that's actually holding the weapon, and then like unite the pieces like on the like. What a convoluted method of doing it. This I much prefer. I much prefer this. Again, I am not a professional game designer. I have no idea what goes into. Oh, I totally forgot the chess piece. I have no idea. Or professional model designer, I should say. I have no idea what goes into the decision-making process when it comes to how to design these molds. I probably never will. So, I can't say shit. The issue is why that issue is why GW has moved away from multi-pose models. Really? Can you elaborate on that, Ultralord? GW used to make models where the torso and the limbs were more posable, and now every model is more or less monopose. Ah, I see. Oh, I see. See, it's interesting because I wouldn't have thought that was the main driving force behind that decision, because of how often I see people complain about it online. But like, honestly though, like if that's the price to pay for like greater like user friendliness, then like honestly, I'd take that trade-off. I think I would take that trade-off. Yeah, I'd easily take that trade-off, really. Oh, I like that head. Oh, okay, we're gonna go with, what was it, number 18? Yeah, I like the little I like the Cyclops eye this thing's got going on here. I'm gonna use this one. There we go. Boom. C30 and C29. I just saw those. Here we go. That's C30, so that one's gonna go on this side of the model, and then C29, that's 52. I'm looking for number 29. Sometimes building Warhammer models feels like you're playing Mingo. Not even kidding, but I found it. It's right here. In my opinion, it's okay for certain things, but common troops, it's not ideal. Fair enough, fair enough. Look, you've been in this hobby way longer than me, so I truly don't know what I'm missing. You know way better than me what I'm actually missing out on, so I'll take your word for it. It's just a way to make troops not all look the same. Right, exactly, exactly. That makes sense. It's nice to have like a diverse looking unit of troops. Wait, Ultralord, question for you. Can like the demons from the respective like Chaos God be allied with like their corresponding Chaos Space Marine army? Like, for example, like if I wanted to like get like some Nurgle demons, like the Greater Demon and Nurgle and stuff like that, could I use those in my Death Guard army legally? Because I just thought of, because if so, then I just thought of a low-key, a pretty nice, low-key a birthday gift that I want to get myself. I remember a while back when Godzilla had shown me, I have it bookmarked on here, so I can't remember the website right off the top of my head, but the website where he showed me like the, those like 3D printed, those 3D printable, demon sculpts. I think it was like the Queen of Ruin or something like that we were looking at, the King and Queen of Ruin, stuff like that. That website. Yes, they can. Oh shit. All right. That might. Interesting. Interesting. Decisions are being made in my mind right now. Unfathomable to the ordinary person, but to the average war gamer, it's as simple as arithmetic. And by arithmetic, I mean I have to do some arithmetic to figure out whether or not it is affordable at any point in the future. Okay. This model has to be based on the data sheet. This is the Blight Launcher. Let's see if the Blight Launcher is worth taking here. Big Mike, our driver from last week, and gave me some Zinch demons that I plan on using for my 1,000. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good stuff. Blight Launcher. I love how your dad and all his friends are into wargaming too. Like, that's just so cool. I love that for you. What a strong lineage. This is why we got to get the rest of the guys into like Warhammer, just like wargaming in general, so that way, if and when we all have kids, we can continue the grand tradition. We'll become the old farts. No disrespect. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hell yeah. Let's see. The Blight Launcher has lethal hits, so 6 is auto wound. Okay, we need some more of them to play too. Yeah, we do. I really feel like Jordan would be into it as long as we just like get hit. Wait, we just need him to get his hands on the models. We need him to like hands-on. We need to give him a hands-on trial. I feel like once he touches them, he'll be sold. He'll be like, oh, this is nice. Remember, this man is into Lego and everything too. So like, you know, I feel like there's a pipeline there we can exploit. Jordan, if you're watching this, you didn't hear me say those words just now. Okay, I'm still trying to decide. This blight launcher, 24 inches, 2 shot, ballistic skill 3, strength 6, AP -1, 2 damage. 24 inches, that's pretty good. More range is more fun. It's just convincing the artist. Exactly, see, because that's what happened with me. The artist and me got convinced to give it a shot, and if we can convince the artist and him to give it a shot, oh, we're golden. Oh, we're golden. We're set. Okay, where's part 96? Here we go, it's on this sprue. Cool. I'll set this over here for the time being. Okay, I hope I'm building all this right, like in terms of legal loadouts and whatnot. If not, I will just simply, what you see, some of the heavier weapons away. They all just look so cool. It's like, why wouldn't I want to build it with this option, you know? But I'm pretty sure my loadout so far is all legal. All my loadouts I've selected are legal. C101. There you are. Whew. That little piece of sprue went flying. Yeah, this is probably gonna, yeah, what is it, 10:03? This is probably gonna be the last Marine we build for the night, which is good. 5 out of 7, that's not bad. We usually, when it comes to the troop units, we usually move at a pace of about 5 per stream anyway, so we are on par, which I will take. I will take that. Oh shit. I just stabbed myself with my one guy's horn there. Whoopsies. So we're doing the blue variant here, the blight launcher variant, so I really wish they would tell you what the weapons are in the manual, like as you're building them. Like, tell me that the blue variant's like the blight launcher, tell me that the green variant's the well, as you can use context clues to figure it out, but still, wouldn't it be nice? Anyway, need another one of my 32mm bases. Da da da. While we're waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna see if I can find that website with the models again. Let's see. I think it was called the Queen of Ruin model. Creature Caster, yes. Creature Caster, that was the website. Yes, yes, yes. Here it is right here. Yes, and the Demons of Ruin on here are like the Nurgle demons. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I forget how pricey these are, but they are really nice though. Will be worth. Oh yeah, oh, that's so nice. Yeah, this King of Ruin. Oh, what a big boy. What a big boy. Let me show you all this. It's $145, but that is a nice lad right there. That looks pretty cool. Here's a colored picture of him. That's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. This might be worth saving up for. 143mm, or no, 100mm base. Use cyanoacrylic glue. Okay, that's what I got. As other glues may damage the material, blah blah blah. Yeah. So this would this be, I mean, and like this would be legal to proxy as like the Greater Demon of Nurgle, right? Because that one is, hold on, let me see. Let me just go to the... I forgot they changed the website. As long as it's the same base size, it should be legal, right? God, I hate this new website. What the hell? I don't know where anything is. How am I supposed to find... What the hell? Okay. Search the store. Oh, here we go. Shop. Bro. Anyway, Armies of Chaos. Unless you go to a GW store where proxies from other companies aren't kosher, copy that. Chaos Demons. Let's see. Here we go. This new website sucks. I will probably keep on saying that until... Oh, it's... Wow. Okay. Well, this model is cheap. This model is cheaper than this one. There's a revelation for you. Let's see. Do I have a description anywhere? Can we get a description, please? No description on the base size. Oh, but you know where we can find it? Our good friend, Wahapedia. 10th edition. Here we go. Let's see. Factions, Chaos Demons. Got an ad. Let's see. I need data sheets. Here we go. Would it be in here? Yes, it would be in here. Great Unclean One. Here we go. Base size is 130mm. So it's not the same base size. That's definitely gonna be a problem because 30mm is a pretty big margin to be off by, right, Ultra Lord? Wonder if one of these other ones. Oh, the Butcher of Ruin's probably the. Nope, that's a smaller one. That's 40mm. Let's see. Are any of these the right size? Looks like. Let's see. We'll figure this out later. Yeah, we'll figure it out later. Alright. That's a problem for another time. This should be plenty dry now, so let's see. We need part 105. Cool. What size? So according to Wahapedia, the Great Unclean One's base size is 130mm, but the King of Ruin on the Creature Caster site is 100mm. So it's a 30mm discrepancy. Which seem in my head at least sounds like that's pretty big. C98, 99, and 100. Okay. $98, $99, and 100, and then we need part 103 here too. I'll go ahead and cut that out. It's like an inch. I see. So like as long as I like remember to account for that in game, it should probably be fine, right? Also, probably the reason why the base is slightly smaller is because looking at it, right? Looking at it, the where is it? The model itself looks to be significantly bigger than the GW one. You could just get a bigger base and put some oh, true. Duh, I could always just get a bigger base. That's so true. That's so true. I could just get a bigger base. It's easy enough to get bases and stuff for it. You're right. I forgot I was Googling Armageddon earlier. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. I always forget you can order bases separately, even though I literally did that for my Triumph of St. Catherine. So I could magnetize the individual models on it to use them as like separate canonesses and stuff. There's like alternate sculpts for it. Depending on like which order I play as. Later on when those come back in the Codex, which isn't coming out till the summer. Learned that while I was away on my 2-week break. Sucks to have to wait so long, but at least the summer will be here before we know it. I mean, look, it's already December. Like, it's crazy in my mind how today is literally December 1st. Like, what the heck, you guys? How is 2023 already almost over? This feels like it has been the longest year. This feels like it has been the longest year in recent memory for me. I don't know. This has certainly been one of the years of all time. It's something unpredictable. Oh, did I get part 100? I did not get part 100, whoops. Where are you? There you are. So how's it supposed to go on exactly? Oh, I see. There's a little insert where this is supposed to fit. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we can get that decided in there. Perfection. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I'm probably gonna need to actually apply some plastic cement to the sides right here to get a bit more of a secure connection. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be the last Plague Marine for the night, but that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We made a good effort tonight. Okay. Cool. All right. That wasn't too needlessly complicated and convoluted. Okay, and this is going on this side, okay. Okay. Ah, there goes my good old radiator again. Popping off. Pop off, I guess. Looks like it's actually supposed to go a little bit more like this way. I felt it click into place before. There we go. Hold on. This is a tweezers moment for sure. Ah. Alright, I see your game now. I see how this is going to go down. Alright. Ooh. Now we gotta construct the blight launcher itself next. Hopefully that won't be as much of a pain in the butt as this is kind of low-key being right now. Okay. What's the banging sound? Made it back by the... Hey, welcome back, Nikki. That's my radiator. That's my radiator turning itself on. This is a problem I've been trying to ask my super to fix for a while. Like, they've like been in intermittently. Both of the both like the super and like the plumber, like the plumbing guy they know. They've been in here to try and fix the problem a couple of times, but it still hasn't fully gone away. Basically, there's just a shit ton of air trapped somewhere in the pipes and everything, and so that's what's causing the popping, because it's like as the air is heating up in there, it's just causing like, you know, tiny little explosions in my radiator, tiny little combustions. Like the problem is that they keep the air keeps like somehow getting in there. It's probably not even a problem with the radiator itself, because I'm on the ground floor of my building, which means I'm closest to the boiler. So it's probably something going on down there. Something that's completely out of my reach and out of my control. So yeah, that's where we're at. I don't know if I've just gotten used to sleeping through it, or if they just like time it, like, or if this is like such a universal problem across like everyone's apartments that they just sort of turn it off or like they turn it off at a certain time of night when like most people are sleeping. But like for whatever reason, it doesn't bother me as much anymore when I sleep at night, so I have that to be grateful for at least. But I would rather the whole problem just go away, of course. Okay, let's build this blight launcher real quick. Alright, I'll grab the head we need to. Okay, we need part 106 and 107 for sure, so since I spotted those, I'll grab those. Boom. Boom. Oh, Nikki, I wanted to ask you, so what type of camera did you end up actually picking up? What brand? Or what model number, if you remember off the top of your head right now? And I need the head. Canon R50. Nice! That's a good one. That's a good one. That is a really good one. Good stuff. Mine is the Canon M50 Mark II. That's the one that's providing this overhead view right now. That's this camera right here, with its stock 15 to 45 millimeter lens on it. 104 and 112. 104 and 1. Oh, here we go. What does that one look like? That's 104. I like this one. It's different from the rest of them. Here we go. Nice little bit of variety. Okay, let's clean these parts up, stitch them together, and that'll be that. Oh, I am going to hit you up later on tomorrow about your stream setup, bet. I know less about that than I know about the cameras. Alright, bet. Yeah, definitely hit me up. I'd be happy to walk you through software, everything you need in terms of like hardware and firmware. I got you, man. Absolutely. It's actually incredibly straightforward. The initial setup is the hardest part. From there, once you have everything in place, it's literally just like press like maybe a button or two, and you're golden. But yes, I'd be glad to help you out any way I can with that for sure. Absolutely. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. And then boom. Okay. All right, for sure, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, of course, no problem. In fact, one thing I will look up for you right now while we have a quick moment, because we are almost done here for the night, so I might as well do this right now. Let us look up the Elgato Camlink 4K compatibility chart. Let's see. Canon, we are looking for the EOS R50. Canon EOS R50, Canon EOS R50. You said the R50, right, Nikki? Yes, R50. Okay, gotcha. Give me 1 second. This camera was ported. Yeah. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Let's see. It's not listed on this website, but I see other R series cameras on here. So let's see. EOS R50. I mean, if it's not compatible with a capture card. Okay. Yeah, I mean, because there's always the Canon EOS webcam utility app too. So even if it's not, I can't. So Elgato, the makers of like the Camlink 4K, which is like the the sort of industry standard capture card, they have a chart on their website that shows you all the different cameras from across a bunch of different brands that are compatible with the Camlink. That's what I use to get the camera feed from here into my computer and into OBS, my streaming software. But I couldn't find the R50 on the Elgato website, but even if it's not on there, that's still, I mean, I don't know if you necessarily want to use this camera for streaming necessarily, or if you want to do like use a different approach, but generally though, there's always like Canon's own webcam utility that you could use too, as opposed to like trying to use the Elgato Camlink. So at push come to shove, you'll still be able to use something to connect your stuff to your computer. We can talk about that though offline, for sure, and other things. Where the fuck does this connect? Oh, silly me, I'm holding the gun upside down. Okay, doke, smoke, choke. There we go. That's literally not secured. Alright, I'll tend to this real quick since I spotted this issue. I mean, I don't know what is exactly supposed to go on here. I mean, there's nowhere for this to really anchor onto, for being like honest, but maybe if I like store this dude upside down for the night or something, this will stay on more securely. Maybe if I just hold it right now. This would be good to do while I wait for the gun to dry, for the blight launcher to dry. Okay, we'll let that be for now. Nope. There we go. That feels pretty stable to me. And then we get the head on to top everything off. Bada bing. Bada boom. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Close this up. Tuck this away back up here. Alright. Nice. So that is 5 gorgeous Plague Marines all constructed. They're looking very nice and disgustingly resilient. If only Games Workshop remembered that they were disgustingly resilient. There we go. We'll turn these up toward the camera so y'all can get a better look at them. Yeah, there we go. And I'll finish the remaining 2 off stream so we can get right to the painting next time we are online together. Hold on. That gun almost slid off on me. Whew. I really love the way these look. These sculpts are honestly so gorgeous. Oh my god, I am so excited. I'm so excited to paint these. Anywho, thank y'all yet again so much for joining me tonight. I, of course, enjoyed seeing all of you again here on stream. If you like what you saw here tonight, don't forget to leave a like before you go, you guys, because of course it helps a lot with the channel and helping me to get more attention from ye almighty algorithm. Thank y'all so much for your continued support. And again, like I said earlier, you know, I'm so grateful for the community we've built up here. I love chatting with you guys, love swapping hobby secrets, you know, love talking about just, you know, all that good old nerdy shit with y'all, you know. It's been really great. And I can't believe we're like 2 months away too from the 1-year anniversary of this channel too. I gotta start thinking about whether or not I want to do something for that. I probably will end up making something up to mark the occasion for sure. But yeah, until I see y'all again next week, hope y'all take care, be well, and keep on that good old hobby shit, y'all. Peace.